As a teacher, our role is to teach unknown subject to the students and make them familiar with the subject, understand the concept, and they are trying to apply those concepts in the real life situation. This is a routine, a normal teaching learning processes. But here in this program, we are going to discuss about how to teach a media. As you know, media, information technology based internet or television, newspaper, everybody knows about that. Everyone is familiar with that. We are using those platform day in day out, 24/7, in different capacity, different level we are doing that. And how to teach those familiar subject with those same students, set of students. Students are using YouTube, students are using a newspaper, watching film, regularly watching a sports broadcast, everything they are familiar. But we need to teach them about the media. And there are unique ways in which we can teach this about media, understanding the media, and how to participate in the media. These are the nuances of media and information literacy. In this program, we are going to discuss about different pedagogical approaches of teaching media and information literacy. As you know, there are three main pillars of media literacy. One is accessing information. This is a primary pillar, characteristics or skills, we can say that. Second skill is understanding the content. The third one is participating in the communication. Accessing the right information and understanding the content and participating in the communication process. So we have to teach the students. We need to inculcate skills and competencies on these three pillars. There are various ways, approaches, pedagogical methods in which we can develop skills and competencies of media literacy. Students might be familiar with the media, might be familiar with accessing the materials, but here the media literate person characteristics are different. The sense, when we are in a position, when we are in a scenario, we need information, means we need to know from where we can collect those information. This is one aspect of the skill. Second, once you got the information, we need to know how to read between the line. The third is able to generate the content. Whatever you're thinking should be reproduced critically, creatively, responsibly, because whatever posting we are doing in the social media reaches nook and corner of the globe. So this is about media literacy, and let's understand the different approaches of media literacy. Media literacy pedagogical process. There are many methods in which we can teach the media literacy. And here the screen you can see the list of pedagogical approaches, and many of them are related to accessing information. Some of them are related to understanding content, understanding the materials. Third set of approaches related to participating in the communication. For example, issue-based inquiry, empirical scientific inquiry, case study, collaborative learning, all related to understanding how to access information. Textual analysis, contextual analysis, translation are related to understanding the content. Simulations, production, critical inquiry, dialogical inquiry are related to participating in the communication process. Let us understand each of these approaches individually, then how as a teacher can use those approaches to teach about media, to teach through media. Teaching about media, teaching through media. These are two differences. You need to understand that. Teaching about media is about informing students or learners about how to use the media for accessing information and all the other pillars of media literacy. Teaching through media is using those media and available platform for teaching any other subjects, sociology or physical sciences or geographical geoinformatics. Like that, any subject can be incorporated with the media content. How we can do that? So these approaches can be used for teaching media, or these approaches can be used to teach some other subjects, non-related subjects like pure science or pure humanities and other things. Let us understand these issues very clearly. The first approach of media literacy pedagogical method is issue inquiry learning. Here, the teacher needs to train the students about inquiry making, learning through inquiry. Learning through inquiry that leads to collecting more information, that leads to better decision making. So, issue based, identify an issue and try to explore more information about the issue and try to conclude or draw references based on the information collected. One such example we can give: students or learners or teacher or ourselves are very familiar with television or film content. And there is a concept called stereotypes. Stereotypes in the sense, different gender are portrayed in a different manner. Male may be in a different manner, female may be in a different manner, third gender may be in a different manner. Not all the gender are equally treated. Every one of us knows about that. So this is an issue. Though in population comprises more or less equal gender balances. There are major deviation here and there, but equal balances. But that's not being reflected in the online content or television content or film content. Hero or heroine characters or varies their role, the importance varies in a different level, male and female and all. So this is an issue. A student or a teacher can assign this responsibility to the students to explore more about that. Students can go through the content, go through the film, go through the news content, even news or non-news entertainment content to identify the portrayal of gender in different categories. They're exploring, they're inquiring about this issue with the various media platform and then making a decision or making a conclusion about portrayal of gender, equality, races through media analysis. Or the students can be assigned to check with various online platform how privacy issues are being implemented, how different social media companies are stringently following privacy issues, or how individuals are practicing privacy concern, how much awareness among the social media users. Because there are a lot of issues, a lot of information is being revealed, location and car numbers and the way we are traveling, everything we are revealing on that. But how much information is being compromised, that can be explored. And there are a lot of harassment against individuals or groups in the social media platform. Students can be assigned to explore what kind of issues, bullying, cyberbullying, hate campaign and everything, towards individuals, how it's being done. It's ethnographic study. The students may not know what is ethnographic, but maybe assign that you take a couple of issues and identify how individuals are targeted. They can go through the content, they can make the inferences, they can make conclusions based on that. This is issue-based learning on that. They are understanding how media operates. Here, remember that here the students are assigned to do a work. They are getting two different kinds of skills. One, they need to extract the information from different sources about the issue, and they learn more about the media issues. For example, gender portrayal, privacy issues, cyberbullying, all these matter. So multiple benefit from one approach. Next is problem-based learning. Here, the students are assigned to study more about a problem. And regularly, the classroom settings, we teach a lot about concepts, theoretical concepts. But the theoretical concepts needs to be contextualized or relates with the real life situation. So theory concepts are available, that they are familiar with that. For example, gender equality, gender inequality. We can talk a lot about it theoretically. Let them understand how gender equality or inequality is being practiced in the newsroom or newspaper content. So the concept is gender equality or gender inequality, and let them explore those issues through the proper newspaper analysis. That's a problem, and they can go through the various content. The one advantage with this problem-based learning is they are trying to interrelate with various subjects. And as a media teacher, media student, they are relating with the sociological aspect of populations, gender equality or cyberbullying or sustainable development goals are being promoted and everything that. So interdisciplinary knowledge is being explored, and that gives a better understanding about their environment, their society, and national level, sometimes global level. And one of the example here, problem-based learning is students may be assigned to develop an effective social media marketing campaign for a specific particular audience. For example, promoting sustainable development goal. There are 17 sustainable development goals agreed by various member countries of United Nations, and 2030 is a deadline to target to achieve those targets. And there are various within the 17 goals. There are 169 indicators, and specific targets are specified. And for example, goal number 4 talking about digital literacy education, but one of the specifically they're talking about promoting digital literacy among the youngsters. Goal number 5 talking about gender equality and promoting ICT among the women empowerment through ICT. And goal number 13, 14 talking about environmental awareness, where media can play a role. But each goal, if you look at that, the target audience are different. Goal number 4 talking about quality education, and the audience for that group is teachers, parents, or students. If we want to promote more about that particular development goals, we need to identify a specific marketing strategy. Here we are not talking about consumer marketing. This is a social media marketing about relevant social issue, promoting better education, creating more awareness about environment. That type of audience is different. So social media means maybe through a particular video model or audio based or infographics based or text based. Students may be assigned to develop a marketing strategy to promote a sustainable development goal. Here there are multiple benefits in that approach. They come to know more about SDG. They come to know more about what is the target audience. Particular audience means they need to identify the target group. They'll identify the characteristics. Because ultimately, when we are communicating, we are not communicating to every nook and corner, or we are not communicating all the sections of the society. Our communication will be very effective if we target our information to specific audience segment. The students will understand multiple benefits here. They understand that subject, they understand who the right group, and how to customize this content for that group. So they'll try to use a social media marketing strategy for that. So this is the overall approach of problem-based learning. The next one we'll learn about empirical approach and scientific inquiry. The title looks a little complicated, technical, maybe, but very simple, because everywhere we are advocating that media literacy means asking critical questions, and critical cognitive skill is required to understand the complex issues. And empirical and scientific inquiry means approaching every aspect of life in a very systematic manner. Systematic manner, identifying an issue that we have seen a couple of slides back, issue-based approach. The scientific inquiry means you identify the issue, investigate, you access more information about that, and assess the scenario and ask more questions and collect those information from reliable sources and understand what is the existing knowledge about that issue and develop your own method to investigate that problem. With your own information, with the past information available with your understanding, try to create a new conclusion or new inferences. And for example, here, how artificial intelligence is being used to control or to identify hate speech. As you know, artificial intelligence is extensively is being used by IT companies, ICT based platforms. Is automating process instead of many human beings involved. Computers are automating the process to streamline in the many activities. So one such effort is artificial intelligence. You know about hate speech. Hate speech is a deliberate attempt by individual or group of individual to target various segment of the institution or individuals to malign their activities, to bring disrepute to those people. But the computer or algorithm or the coding through the artificial intelligence, they can control some extent the hate speech. Compared to other media platform, the hate speech or misinformation or disinformation are rampantly accelerated in the social media platform. So if you understand the role of algorithm, then we can some extent we can control the hate speech. This how it's being explored, how it's being implemented, can be explored in a very scientific manner through a project given by the students for the media literacy purpose. Next one is a case study. Here the case study matter is about, because this is extensively used method in the university level or college level higher studies. They'll take a specific case and they go deeper into that, and they'll understand the different dimension of the issue. Might be they explore the solution to that, or they try to interrelate the various variables in order to predict the future marketing people or scientific inquiry or regular research work. Extensively they'll take about the case study that. And one of the approach for media literacy is a case study. And here how a product can be successfully promoted through a strategy marketing campaign, or how influencer social media influencers can be used to promote a specific product, how this system is working, how particularly marketing strategy is being working for promoting a social issues or consumer goods. And there are various strategies being used for the companies or various stakeholders to promote either consumer goods or social issues through various media platform. This is students can critically analyze how various strategies are being used by the media companies to promote certain product or services. It's a classic example to collect various advertisements or campaigns to study about that. Once you students takes a bird's eye view, because if you look at the issues individually, you may not be able to, our students may not be able to understand the totality. But if you take couple of issues, take the case of this kind of strategy, marketing strategy, they can apply this strategy in various contexts. Once they get a couple of good examples, they can make a kind of generic understanding. So this helps the students to go deeper into the specific area, and they can adopt their own approaches to understand the situation, and they can make inferences based on their efforts. Another one is a collaborative learning. This is a last approach of first skill of media literacy. Means how to access right information. So issue based, problem based, scientific inquiry, case study, or collaborative learning, or related to identifying a situation, identifying a scenario, collect the appropriate information, and make appropriate decisions. So if you look at that, this is all related to one specific media literacy skill, that's accessing information. Accessing information just looks like a very simple strategy, but what kind of information we want? So we need to identify the problem or issue or case, or identifying a product strategy and everything. And for that purpose, we need to collect the information. Information comes from various quarter. So like that, there's the last media pedagogical approach is collaborative learning. Collaborative learning that's because of recent development in information communication technology. Students and teachers can collaborate each other, particularly among the students. Among the students means maybe 5 to 8 or 10 people can be assigned to one specific topic. They can create a group, and they'll divide the role, and they'll investigate the issue, and they'll come back with that. So instead of one person rigorously doing a case study on marketing strategy, if 5 people are assigned, each person can bring two examples. That team can bring around 10 to 20 examples on specific marketing strategy of sustainable development goals. So the small team can generate more information. So more information means, as a member of the team, they are able to understand 20 different examples of given topic. As an individual, it takes a very long time for the students to understand more about 10, 20 examples. This is a benefit of collaborative learning. And another one example is, a topic can be given to the team of people, 5 to 8 people, and you know the Wikipedia platform is a online platform where everyone can be a contributor, a editor, a publisher. So all individual can take all the roles. We don't need to depend on newspaper or television or somebody producing, somebody editing, somebody broadcasting at all. Wiki platform allows individuals to take multiple roles. So the 5-member or 8-member students, they can collaborate each other on through wiki platform. They can generate a essay, a topic on specific theme. For example, understanding goal number 5, gender equality. Students can write an essay about that, but they can distribute the responsibility among the 5, use the Wikipedia or wiki platform. They can generate the essay. Various person can contribute the content on different timings, not necessarily that they have to sit together and they have work on same time. Different locations, different timing, but exercise continued 24/7. This is the benefit of collaborative learning, can be extensively used. Wiki is a one. There are various cloud computing nowadays. Many companies are offering cloud computing where the one document can be created in one, example Google Drive, where you can Google Doc, and the doc can be shared among the team, and team members can create. There are many examples. Documents are, books are created with the help of collaborative learning. So this is one example of media literacy or pedagogy. Now we move on to the next set of pedagogical approaches for media literacy skill. Next couple of approaches related to understanding the content. This is the second skill and competency of media literacy. Textual analysis is the one that talking about understanding the materials. Remember that whether it's a visual or printed or verbal, whatever communication is, a group settings or mass media or through simulated realistic or real content, every communication is coded. Coded in the sense, when I am speaking to some group of people, I have certain agenda. Like that, one politician talking to the audience or mass, that person must be having different agenda. When marketing person visiting a family, they may have different agenda. So every communication settings, they have specific agenda. And that agenda is being delivered with various approaches. And that includes technical, symbolic, and narrative structure. Every information, every communication have a technical codes and conventions, symbols, and signs. All are being used to communicate our agenda, our intention, our motive to the one or large section of the people. This is how the newspapers or various media creates opinion. Public opinion is a very crucial asset for various stakeholders. So this can be studied clearly if the students are assigned to study media content in a systematic manner. Understand, take a YouTube video, 2 minutes or 3 minutes video, understand how codes or conventions, signs and symbols are used to convey certain meanings. This exercise will help them to read between the line, and how the producer or director conveys certain information through dialogue, through colors, through symbols, through music, through silence. There are various ways in which the information is being conveyed. So this is one is a textual analysis. Another approach is contextual analysis. One, we understand the media content, how to understand the media content. Remember that the timing of the media content, the timing of releasing a film, advertisements, news story, interview, press conference, everything connected with either timing or context. It may not be revealed to everyone. But as a media consumer, we need to know why this particular story is being highlighted continuously for a couple of days without any reasons. What is the context for that? And students, they can classify the films, television, video games on particular country specific. Maybe it's popular in a particular country, maybe may not be popular in other country. And how media ownership and how their relationship with the democratic and free speech exercise. This can be easily explored based on the contextual analysis. And that the political map or in the social setup, the governance setup varies from country to country. Easily we can study and the media content based on the ownership pattern and how much they are related with the free speech. So these two are related with the second skill of media literacy, that's understanding the content. Third approach for the understanding the content is translations. This is a very simplest way of understanding the content or read between the line is we can assign the students, take the English content, translate it into mother tongue, whichever the mother tongue, Hindi, Tamil or Telugu or Assamese, Bengali. One page, one paragraph also easily they can translate. They'll come to know about many things about that. And the last couple of approaches is simulation and production. Here, students are assigned to make a film or documentary on very common theme for a couple of minutes. And they may not know all the nuances of filmmaking, but with the availability of smartphone, with a responsibility given to various students, somebody can shoot, somebody can write a script, somebody can give a voiceover, somebody can give content to make a film. So all these approaches, whatever we have seen that, are inculcated, structured to create a skills and competencies of media literacy, of accessing, understanding, producing content. Hope these approaches can be practiced by various stakeholders to increase the media literacy skills and competency in various learning situations. Thank you.